Hi, ow. It's Excuse Me over here, and I hope you're doing good. If not, that's okay too. You got this. I believe in you. Now, today I'm back with an interesting yet video that I'm so happy I can finally react to and make stuff about. As I'm sure if you have watched any news as of late, you've seen the stuff that have come out about the against people in South Africa. And as a fellow South African and a minority in the country, I feel like it's time that things get put back where, or not put back, but at least balance out, because I feel like this has been going on for too long without any people knowing, and now that finally we got there. But anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling and stop explaining. So yeah, thank you for watching. And without further ado, don't forget to hit that sub button and let's jump into it. Bye bye. So, as a fellow South African, I was super excited to see this because I knew for a fact that Afriforum sent these stuff to Trump and Elon Musk and stuff to enlighten them about the situation that has been going on. And yes, next year it'll probably be 30, no, it'll be, no, yes, 30 years since apartheid, or the English word segregation, that happened in our country. And since then, there's been a decline in the economy, in like most things, I would say. So I'm finally happy that things have come to light. So let's jump into the first video. I'm gonna do 3 of them, so let's jump into it.
From you, for you to be convinced that there's no white genocide in South Africa.
Uh-oh. And so it begins.
Well, I can answer that for President.
No, you can't. Ah, see there, see that grin there. We know what's about to happen.
Trump
Absolute
knows
cinema.
that there's a video.
Yeah,
He doesn't know that there's a video.
there's multiple
For
videos.
him, no, seriously.
I'd rather have him answer.
Yeah, I'd rather
Yeah,
answer
let him
that.
humiliate
We're
himself.
gonna have
bro.
him answer it that
So
way.
he can look
It
like
will
a
take
dumb, I
President
don't know.
Trump listening to the voices of South Africans, some of whom are his good friends, like those who are here.
But, Mr. President, I must say that we have, no, wait.
Mr. President, I must say.
Is Natalie here? Somebody here to turn that? And excuse me, turn the lights down.
The content president.
The
Turn
content
down the
president,
lights.
yeah.
We're gonna watch this together.
There's
Yeah.
nothing this parliament can do. With or without you, people are going to occupy land. We require no permission from you, from the...
Yeah, and he's already trying to explain himself, be like, well, and he's like, no, let's watch the video. Because this literally explains why we as a minority yeah. Because I have family that are farmers and stuff like that, so I'm so glad it hasn't come too close to us yet, but it has happened to other people.
President from we don't care. We can do whatever you want to do. Who are you to tell us whether we can occupy land or not? We are going to occupy land. South African occupy land. That's who we are. Never be scared.
Yeah.
Kill.
Look at that grin.
his
He's not
face.
even
Look
looking
at
at
his
the
fucking
screen, bro.
face.
Yeah. Political parties chanting towards farmers. Who are mostly white people.
Is this real? Yes.
Yes,
this
it's
is
real.
This
Yeah.
is in the White House right now. Today. Ooh, pa, pa, ooh.
So happy this has been brought to light, bro. Ha! That's a face of a man that is not happy about what is going on.
This is crazy.
Absolutely
So
insane.
these people, when you want to hit them hard, go after a white man. They feel a terrible pain because you have turned a white
Yeah,
man.
and then
And
the
you
grocery store
you can
shut
see
down, and
that
you wonder
he's
why.
not looking at it.
Yeah, he's literally looking away. He's feeling guilty now, huh? It's all fun and games until the President of the United States see it, bro. You serious?
Here's your stack of receipts.
Yeah. It's so funny to me. My boyfriend like pointed this out that they're like he's I think a liberal. So the fact that he's wearing a red tie and he's wearing a blue tie kind of switched colors. Anyway, ADHD moment. Let's move on. Yeah, so fun to be humiliated right now. So fun.
Who will expropriate land without compensation, whether they like it or not.
If you don't know what that means, is they'll essentially come into your yard and be like, "This is my house now, get out." And then you don't have a say in it. You just have to leave. And then most of the time people are forced to leave, and then that's when like things escalate and stuff happens, you know, because they quote unquote like seize the farms, just take it for themselves. And then what? Then what? Because they don't know how. Most people don't know even how. Most people think stuff spawn in the grocery store. Like, how are you gonna manage an entire farm? That's a lot of work, bro.
If they object, they can
For
seek
anyone.
refugee in America.
Listen to this again.
Who will expropriate land without compensation, whether they like it or not. If they object, they can seek refugee in America.
And now we can do that, and now there's people complaining that we do that. I can't.
Now this is very bad.
This is very bad.
Yeah. It is very, very bad. I knew there were going to be a few clips that came from Asma's channel on this because I'm honestly not that interested in politics to sit through the thing live, like Asman and a bunch of other streamers and creators did. But the video that has been posted next is absolutely insane. They want to actually make it treason when people tell the truth about the state of the land.
The government
So
of
this
South
is
Africa
insane.
announces it's now going to be considered treasonous for their people to mention the poor treatment of white people.
So we just have to accept it now. Is that what's going on?
Their inner circles here in Parliament who went to the United States to spin a narrative of victimhood of white people being murdered by blacks.
That is what is
treasonous
happening,
acts,
bro.
mobilizing the United States government to interfere in the domestic affairs of our country.
Minister, your response, please.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Chair. As indicated earlier, the law enforcement agencies are investigating the Treasonous Act of misinformation, and also that
And you don't
which is
even know where it
provided
comes
for
from.
in the I forgot the right
Yeah.
naming of the act
Yeah.
that talks about
'Cause you don't
treason in
care.
the country.
You're just used to getting away with things.
God damn, I'm
Bro, I
glad
hate
don't
this
live there.
government so
Wow.
much.
Yep, what a shithole. Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
misinformation? Jesus.
Great, thank you for
Treason?
calling my
I mean,
country a
hey,
shithole,
here's my
bro.
opinion
That's so
about,
nice
like,
of you.
South Africa. Everything that I've read about it has just made me happier to be an American. I'll tell you that.
Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Feel like shit, bro. Feel humiliated. No, I can't. I can't. I can't with these people, bro. Like, seriously. How? Like, what? They literally, there's no way of defending themselves out of this hole. So, yeah, I don't really know what to say. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to sound like I don't even know how to word it. But and anyway, here is CNN being absolutely shameless. This is part of the drama that's going on because they want to essentially cover up this by saying that it's not happening and it's all alleged and stuff like that. When we have had things on the news, we've had things on social media, we've had things, videos, so many stuff that prove that it is real, that this is happening, but they are gonna deny until they and so let's see what this video says. But I feel like, why would you try to cover up of all things? Like, do they really hate us that much? Like, what is going on?
Oh, apparently CNN's defending it. That's right, guys. Of course they are. Yeah.
Yeah,
there has been
more
debate
do we
over that song, that anti-apartheid chant, right? And for people who don't have a historical context,
you don't have an historical context. You're just reading off of a prompter, bro. I'm having an autistic moment right now. I can't. What is happening with these people? How it literally you don't even have to translate it. There's one word that you have to translate, and that's boer, and that means farmer. The rest you can put together, and you'll be like, the farmers, the white farmers. They even say that. So I'm just gonna be mean to her for like 1 second.
The historical context.
Don't you understand English? Oh my gosh! Literally, what do you defend about this clip? What do you defend?
The poor, the farmer, brr, pa, pa, brr, pa. Shoot to kill.
Like, look at all those people. How do you justify that?
Is all out of
Yes, the song Kill the Boer is interpreted as anti-white, especially since most people see boer as referring to white Afrikaner farmers. South African courts have shifted their stance over time. In 2011, the Equality Court ruled that the chant constituted hate speech, arguing that it could incite violence and hatred, which it definitely did. By 2023, a different ruling upheld that the song does not amount to hate speech. The court emphasized its roots in the anti-apartheid struggle and considered it a form of political expression rather than a literal incite to... Okay, I'm just gonna be honest right here, right now, okay? This happened. Next year, it'll be 30 years ago. How are you still oppressed when you are the majority of the people in the country? You run the country. You have literally a law instated, BEE, that's literally there to give, to be like, oh, we need black people to work here, so the white person can go sit on the street corner. Even if you're more qualified, go sit on the street corner. Like, how does this not incite violence? How is this not hate speech? How is this not racist? Yes, I get we did some messed up shit 30 years ago, bro. 30 years ago. How are we still to blame today for what we did? Like, what? I honestly don't get it. Like, how is it our fault that the country is in the state that it's in? How is it our fault when we're the minority trying to uphold the system and trying to get things to work? And they just come into the government and take money and steal money and give jobs to their family members and cars to their family members. Like, bro, I'm going on a whole different rant here, but still, this is hate speech. This is violence. This is inciting violence and hatred. And the fact that most people think, oh, it's easy to manage a farm, it's easy to run a farm, oh, the food will just spawn in the grocery store, it's made at Pick and Pay, that's the local grocery store we have, it's made there, you know, so we don't have to, we don't need farmers, because they just spawn into the grocery store. Like, my logical question, right? My logical question, as someone who does not know a single thing about running a farm. I have family that run farms, but I don't know a single thing about running a farm. What's the point? I'm going to do it like this so you can see my hands. What is the point of chasing people out of their homes or out of their home, off their farms, take over the farm, and then you don't know what to do with it? What are you going to do with it? Or you're just going to take everything and leave and then go to the next farm and then set that one on fire? Like, what is... If you don't know how to manage a farm or take care of a farm, why do you want to take it? When the people are taking care of you and providing you food and literally, like, why? It doesn't make sense to me why they would take away the people and things that provide them food, that provide the entire country food. Like, what did they do? Is it a race thing? Is it a money thing? Like, what did they do? I'm not trying to be racist here. I'm just genuinely asking a question. Like, what did they do? Because I don't get it. Anyway.
Of context, man, it's actually a metaphor for love and peace.
In 2011, their own courts ruled that the song constituted hate speech. It was later overturned.
Does potentially appear more literal.
It is an inflammatory song, without a doubt. But there are many who grew up under those years of white minority rule who understand the historical context of this song.
It was 30 years ago!
So they're doing it because they love history. You have to understand that they're just they're all history enjoyers. They want to make sure that they don't forget what happened.
No, that's their excuse for everything that's happening right now. That's their literal excuse. The apartheid 30 years ago is their excuse for the state of what's happening in this country today. That does not make sense, and I don't even watch politics.
Yeah, they're scholars.
Julius Malema has made popular again. It sort of fell into disuse. It's not been that commonly sung after the end of apartheid in 19...
So doesn't that make it worse, though, right? It's like if you're bringing back an old song that was used for killing people, it's not like this is a cultural holdover. This is something that you've now resurrected in order to weaponize it in a new way. I feel like that's way worse.
1994, but it's brought it back again.
And I didn't even say it.
Reanimate
bro,
land in South Africa still being owned by white farmers.
I can't believe someone just said...
What did he say?
1994, but it's brought it back again to reanimate land in South Africa still being owned by white farmers.
Okay, so it happened in 94, not 96, okay? I was 2 years off. So it's already been 30 years. Like, literally last year, it's been 30 years. And if the farmers, or as you say, white farmers, own the land, they bought it! It's from their family. They literally bought it. Bro, we have wine farms that are 300 years old. What make them so special that they don't go take the wine farms? If they have the land, they bought it. They're not trying to take it like they are. Like the government parties are. Just trying to take the land without working for shit. Like, how is that fair? And they keep going back to the their land thing. Bro, are you freaking serious? Can't we just all unite and be like, oh, we're all South Africans. This is our land. Not be like, this is my land, go away, or I'll pew pew you. You know, like, where's the logic in any of this? No logic whatsoever.
I can't believe someone just said an ignorant shit. A lot of these arguments cannot exist in their own vacuum. And so it's like, okay, well, we can't really explain this in a way that makes us look good. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to explain it in a way that,
makes the other person
I'm
look
saying
bad.
to you, we have not called for the killing of white people.
Yes, you
at
have.
least for now. I can't guarantee the future.
The guy is just like...
The Kruger, the Baba.
The fact that he's adding gun sounds. I don't know how people are justifying any of this. But I know all I know is that I am extremely happy that this has come to light. I washed my hair today, so it looks a bit poofy. That this has come to light because it's been happening for a while. And I feel like it's unfair to blame the boere, or the farmers, white farmers, for, or essentially just us in general, for what happened 30 years ago, because that was an entirely different generation. You know, there's been multiple generations after that. So I feel like the fact that the new generations are still being taught that, oh, white people did this, we should hate them, they're wrong. You know, they took our land when we bought it to make farms and houses for everyone. Like, why take a farmer's house away when they worked so hard? Anyway, I'm not going to continue down this rabbit hole. I've already made it a 20-minute long video. So if you are a South African and you have experienced any of this, let me know in the comments down below. If you are a South African and you haven't experienced any of this and you don't believe that white is happening or is, you know, present in South Africa, then you either are a very rich South African or you don't live in the country anymore. Because I have known people that know people that this has happened to, so it's not like you're trying to sweep it under the rug, because it still happened. But let me know what are your thoughts on the situation, whether it is a good thing or a bad thing that this has been brought under light. And if I did come over as what you may call it, what's the word? Racist. I didn't mean to. I'm just expressing, I feel like, what most people feel in this scenario. So yeah, let me know if I'm right or if I'm wrong, or if you have any additional stuff to add. Sorry if I offended you in some way or another, but honestly, this is what's been happening in this country for probably like the last 10 to 15 years, if not longer. So there's no way of denying it. But yeah, enough of that. Let me know what are your thoughts on the situation. And yeah, I just feel like I needed to put my input in this, seeing as I do live in South Africa. So I can give you a different viewpoints. But yeah, let me know what are your thoughts. Make sure you do 3 things: like, comment, and subscribe. You can join the Discord and become a member if you want to, and be the very first one. That'd be greatly appreciated. And yeah, you can check out my other videos to help my watch time. Because we're really close to 4K, so almost fully monetized. So any and all help is appreciated. But yeah, sorry for the shameless plug here. I'm being like CNN right now, shameless. Heh. Great show. Anyway, anyway, I need to stop with my ADHD moments. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have one rest of your day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. And I can't wait to see you in my next video / stream. Love you. Bye. See you next time. Thank you for watching.
Catchy tunes and laughter bright. Hit subscribe and light the night. Stay a while, come back again. Join the fun with all your friends. Hit subscribe, join the team. Share the love, it's like a dream.